Hi Team Flock Cover, Evelina here again from Aspect. In this video, I'll show you kind of the coaching capabilities and development opportunities you have with Aspect to become better interviewers. As mentioned before, Aspect is your co-pilot for interviewing, helping you everything around note-taking and interview productivity. But we also have an element of it where you can work on becoming better interviewers. So I mentioned in a previous video, under an interview, you have a recommendations tab, and this is great for you to get feedback from each call on how to become a better interviewer or things you could have done differently. It could be about asking better questions, how you're pacing yourself, how you're leading the interview. So I encourage you to take a look at that after each call. Under the summary tab, you also have some analytics. And this is great for if you are like me and tend to speak quicker than you should, or if you are using a lot of filler words, or if you have a 30-minute interview and you see that you spend most of the time talking and the candidate is spending more time listening. That might be an area of improvement, as it's an interview and the candidate is the person who should be talking. So I definitely recommend you to take a look at the analytics as well under summary. And then lastly, we have a bit more of a manual coaching capability, which is called Coaching Library. And the Coaching Library is here to the left. And this is where you build up a library of what good looks like in terms of interviewing at Flock Cover. So here you're able to create your own playlists of either snippets from calls or full calls. So you see here a few playlists here in this demo account, but you're also able to add a new playlist and share with your team. So you can call that interview training August. And for this interview training, you might want to add some great examples of good calls or how you present an offer or whatever that might be. In this example, we have engineering interview training, where we show examples of great engineering interviews, or how we pitch roles internally. Some of you might be interviewing for new type of roles, or might be new to interviewing at Flock Cover, and you might want to see how do we typically pitch a sales role at Flock Cover, or how do we present an offer for this type of candidate. So I really encourage you to take a look at the playlists again, and definitely share snippets from your own calls or from us colleagues that have performed great calls to share their snippets in certain playlists here. Let me just show you real quick how you do that. So if we go into an interview again, you can either mark a part from the transcript. Let's take this part, and you can add that as training. You add that to the certain playlist you want to add it to, or it can be a question and answered covered in an interview that is particularly interesting or a great example of what good looks like. So if we take this question, you can also add that as a training to that specific playlist that you think is relevant. So let's not just focus on the productivity and taking benefits of having a co-pilot taking your interview notes. There's also a lot of benefits and opportunity here to become better interviewers.